Hello, I wanted to do a follow-up video from last time where I created a function to sort facts in order of importance using a large language model and OpenAI. I made some additions and I have an application to show you guys. So as you recall, this is the importance. This is the function that determines whether a fact is important than another fact. And we had a function to summarize facts into small segments. So for example, if I plug in the following dialogue into this summarization function, I say, person A, hi. Person B, hello, have we met? Person A, no, I don't think so. My name is Victoria. What's your name? Person B, my name is Anton. It's nice to meet you, Victoria. Person A, it's nice to meet you too. So, what are you doing right now? Person B, well, I'm just getting some coffee. What about you? Person A, me too. Oh. Anyways, and so on and so forth, it continues. And so now if I run the summarize into facts function, I get the following facts about person A. Person A's name is Victoria, and they just moved into the neighborhood. Person B, my name is Anton. I'm getting some coffee, and I drink about 3 cups of coffee a day. Those are correct facts about person A and person B, and they're pretty much what I was looking for. I'm getting some coffee and I drink about 3 cups of coffee a day. It's a bit too much information. I drink 3 cups of coffee per day. That's a useful fact. I'm getting some coffee right now. That's not necessarily a useful fact, but nothing is perfect. Okay, so last time I had shown heap sort. Here's some code for heap sort. And I've since modified and created a function called insert into sorted array. And it uses a binary search to insert a new fact into a sorted array. And it turns out that you can just use this insert into sorted array to sort facts. I prefer, the code is much shorter, as you can see, than the heap sort algorithm. It's still n log n number of comparisons required, so still just as efficient, if not more efficient. And I can use insert into array to insert new facts, which is something I'm going to be doing later. Okay, so let's say my facts are: I am 25 years old, I am a man, I am from Germany, my name is Bob, I live alone, I have a German Shepherd named Pug, I'm a software engineer, my favorite color is green, I like to jog, I have 4 siblings. Those are my facts. Now I can sort them like we did before, but this time I'm going to use insert into array in a for loop. So basically the idea is I start with a array of one fact, the first fact, I am 25 years old, and then I insert into that array new facts in sorted order using insert into sorted array until my array contains all 10 facts. This requires 23 comparisons of facts. You can see here's an example comparison. 1, my name is Bob, is more important than 2, I am a man, because the person's name is a unique identifier and provides more specific information about their identity compared to their gender. I have a German Shepherd named Pug is more important than 2, my favorite color is green. I would agree with that. And so on and so forth. We're almost done. Okay, 1 minute. And let's see how many comparisons we needed. We needed 25 comparisons. Okay. And so this is the final sort order that was determined as most important. So 25 years old is most important. Software engineer, second most important. I am from Germany, third. I have 4 siblings, fourth. I am a man, fifth. My name is Bob. I live alone. I have a German shepherd named Pug. My favorite color is green, and I like to jog. I personally would put I like to jog as more important than my favorite color is green, or even that I live alone, because I feel like I like to jog is tells me a little bit about the person's lifestyle, a little bit more perhaps than I have a German shepherd or I live alone. Okay, and then so we can actually insert new facts. So let's say I want to insert I have a 5-year-old daughter as a new fact. Let's see where it gets placed in the list. And we see our facts array has now a new fact. It's right below my name is Bob, and it is I have a 5-year-old daughter. I personally think I have a 5-year-old daughter is a very important fact. Probably belongs above I am from Germany, but everyone has their own opinions, right? So I wanted to run this test. I wanted to add a fact that everybody would decide is extremely important. So the fact that I have a PhD in computer science from MIT. If you were to tell someone that fact about someone, they would probably deem that as a very important fact. So I'm going to insert this, and I expect this to go close to the very top of the list of facts. And let's see if that's indeed the case. Okay, let's see where it gets. Again, right below I have a PhD. Let me run this again. Watch. What's interesting about sorting facts in order of importance is it won't always give you the same sort. For example, in this case, it put I have a PhD in computer science from MIT at the very, very top. Okay? As the absolute most important fact. So what I really wanted to show you guys is how I put everything together and created a agent. So here I have a function called provide agent response that takes all the information about the agent and about the user and provides a response. I wanted to run through this prompt with you to give you an idea of what I was thinking. Could be a crazy idea, but it's an idea at least. So so here's my prompt to the computer, to the AI. The prompt to the system is, you are a sociologist taking a test in order to determine how well you can predict responses in various social situations. You will be provided a list of facts about 2 characters, person A and person B. You will then be provided with a small sample of dialogue between the 2 characters. Your task is to continue the dialogue in the most natural manner. You are attempting to predict the true responses of the characters in such a situation. So this is how I'm going to implement my agent. I just really want a sociologist to continue the dialogue in the most natural way. I provide an example. I'm not sure if it's useful or necessary, but here's an example to get you started. Facts about person A, colon. I am 25 years old. I have a cat named Sybil. I am a software engineer. Facts about person B. I am 23 years old. I have a dog named Pug. I like to run. My dog is a German shepherd. Here is a sample of a dialogue. Person A. So, where did you say you were going? Person B. Nowhere special, just back home. Person A. Are you finished with work already? Person B, well, no, actually, I just like to go home during lunch breaks to make sure my dog is all right. Person A, you have a dog? I didn't know that. What kind of dog is it? And then as an example answer, I say A colon, A standing for answer. I expect person B to continue the conversation as follows, colon. Person B, parentheses, it's a German Shepherd. E for explanation, E colon. I expect this conversation I expect this continuation of the dialogue because one of the facts we know about person B is they have a German Shepherd. Okay, now, so all that was a prompt to tell the computer that you are a sociologist, trying to predict the conversation, and an example conversation, including some facts about the people that are conversing. The rest of it is the meat of the prompt, and the rest of it's where I plug in the actual facts about person A and person B. Facts about person A, rather. And so I go through a for loop and enter in the facts about person A, and then I add facts about person B as a new prompt, and then I go in the for loop and enter facts about person B. So notice person A is the user facts, so person A is the user, and person B are the agent facts, so person B is going to be the agent. And then here is a sample of dialogue, colon, and I add as messages the messages, the previous messages. And then finally, at the end of the prompt, I say, in the same style as in the example right here, I write A for answer, colon, I expect person B to continue the dialogue as follows, colon, and then I print the conversation messages. For debugging purposes. And I expect the AI to as a response write me person B, parentheses, and whatever the AI expects person B to say. And then additionally, the computer will also hopefully add an explanation. So if you wanted to look at the response to see what kind of explanation is provided, you can do that. And then as a final step, I parse the response and take the response of person B. Now, one thing I want to do is, in my response, I expect person B colon. And so because I expect a colon in the response, I should put colons in the example as well. It looks like sometimes you can give GPT 3.5 examples in a very particular format, and GPT 3.5 just ignores the format and decides whatever format it wants to use is the correct format of an answer. It seems to like to respond with colons. As we can see here, I parse looking for person B colon. And so I will provide colons in the examples as well to be consistent with the kind of responses that GPT 3.5 provides. Okay, so let's run an example. Okay, so here's in this example, the agent is a man. He is 25 years old. He lives alone. He's a software engineer. He has a PhD in computer science from MIT. And the user is a woman, is 23 years old, lives alone, likes to run, likes to cook, and has a German Shepherd named Pug. Okay. And then so the example dialogue is, hello, I see you at this coffee shop all the time. Person A. Person A is the agent. Person A is the user. Person B, hello, yes, that is true. What's your name? Person A, my name is George. What's your name? And so on and so forth. So let's just run and see what response the response that's provided is, nice to meet you, George. I'm Alex. So what brings you to this coffee shop so often? Okay. All right, great, fantastic. Now we're going to put everything together, and this code is used to initialize the agent and the user facts. So in this case, the agent's going to be a woman, 23 years old, lives alone, likes to run, likes to cook. And then the first thing I do is I sort the agent facts. And then the user is going to be a man, is 30 years old, and that's all we know about the user. And I sort the user facts. So let's sort the agent and user facts to get us started. Okay, everything is sorted. And then the initial dialogue is just going to be very simple. Person B, the agent, is just going to simply say, it's nice to meet you, what's your name? Okay, that's the dialogue to get started. And now here's the idea. I'm going to make a prompt box, and person B is going to give me my initial dialogue, and we'll wait for a response from me in the prompt box. And when I provide a response, the AI will provide a agent response based on the agent facts and the user facts. And then also in this loop, I will summarize the current dialogue and add new facts into the list of facts about person A and person B, depending on if new facts have been added. And then so the list of facts will grow, and the prompt to the code provide agent response will add that list of facts. And the idea is the conversation will hopefully continue keeping in mind the facts about the user and the agent. So let's see how it runs. Now I have a lot of debugging statements, and so I really want to try to explain how this works, and so we're going to use some debugging statements to understand what's going on. So the first thing is person B says, hello, it's nice to meet you, what's your name? And by the way, I'm going to remove the person B bit in the future, but hello, my name is Victor. By the way, if you ever talk, I just want to let you know, if you ever talk to these AI language models, you should probably not give them too much of your information as much as possible, because in principle that information can be mined by the companies that run those AI models. So if you want all your personal information in the hands of OpenAI and Microsoft, go ahead, put your personal information in. Otherwise, avoid using your personal information. So, hello, my name is Bob. I'm Bob today. Okay, so now I just want to show you how this works. Okay, so the current dialogue is, hello, my name is Bob, and the response to that is, hi Bob, nice to meet you too. So what do you do for a living? Okay, and then the computer has decided that name is Bob is a new fact about person A, and that there's no additional details provided about person B. Now, you will see some issues with my code, and I really wanted to show you this because the development process is full of issues, and you'll come up with issues and you'll have to resolve them. And so I just want to show you all the problems. One issue is no additional details provided is treated as a new fact about person B. Of course, it's not really a fact about person B, but it's still treated as a new fact about person B. So that's something I would want to change. Okay? Oh, and looks like sometimes it gets stuck. So let me stop this and let's try to run it again. Oh, okay, so, right. I run it again, but it remembers who I was if I run it again. So my name is Bob. Let's try this again. Bob. So sometimes you'll see if you try this yourself at home, you'll see sometimes it gets stuck. Wow, okay. Wow. Okay. So as you see, it says, "Nice to meet you, Bob," as a response. What do you do for a living? Okay. So, all right. So my response, I'm person A, was, "My name is Bob." And person B's response was, "Nice to meet you, Bob. So what do you do for a living?" And now in my summarization function, determined that their name is Bob is a fact about person A, which is correct, and determined the very funny fact about person B, that they express a desire to know what person A does for a living. That's not really a fact that I'd want. Yes, it's true, but it's not really a fact about person B, so it's kind of a problem with my summarization function. So I'll have to modify my summarization function to double check that the facts are actually real facts about a person. Now, in any case, let's suppose for a minute that their name is Bob is a new fact about person A, which is correct, and that they express a desire to know what person A does for a living is a new fact about person B. We want to add these facts into our list of facts. So person B is a woman. They express a desire to know about person A does for a living. I am 23 years old. I like to run. I live alone. I like to cook. And then about the user, we see that the user is 30 years old. He is a man and his name is Bob. Name is Bob and their name is Bob. So we have two new facts added to the user. Now, this sorting algorithm is supposed to put a fact like they express a desire to know what person A does for a living, which is not a very useful fact, towards the end of the list, but in this case, it seemed to find this to be an important fact, which is a problem with the sorting algorithm for facts. Nice to meet you, Bob. So, what do you do for a living? Well, actually, I'm a dancer. What about you? Okay, so I'm gonna assume Bob is a dancer, and he's gonna ask the user what the user does. Okay, person A is a dancer, and their name is Bob. Okay, we already know that person A's name is Bob. But I guess we can always have 3 examples of their name is Bob. Okay, so new problems. All right. Okay, so let's see how the dialogue continues. Well, it continues with, "That's really interesting, Bob. I'm a software engineer. Dancing sounds like a lot of fun. How do you get into it?" Okay, well, okay, so now. Okay, so we see there's some issues with this, but in general, it kind of seems to work the way I expected. So now our agent is still a woman. They express the desire to learn what person A does for a living, blah, blah, blah. Not a useful fact. I'm 23 years old. They're 23 years old. That's cool. I like to run. I live alone. I like to cook. All cool facts about the agent. And we've learned more things about the user. The user is 30 years old. They're a man. Their name is Bob. Their name is Bob. Person A is a dancer. Who is person A? Well, person A is Bob, but so this isn't a particularly useful fact. because we don't really know who person A is. So again, the summarization function has failed us. And did we mention that their name is Bob? Oh, yeah, okay. We mentioned that their name is Bob. That's really interesting, Bob. I'm a software engineer. Dancing sounds like a lot of fun. How do you get into it? Well, I've been dancing all my life. Okay, all my life. Okay. All right. Okay, so now it's time to test this agent, okay? So they said that they're a software engineer. So let's ask this agent some questions and see if it responds in a way that's consistent with the facts that we know about the agent. Really a software engineer. Really a software engineer. Fantastic. Fantastic. What project are you working on right now? Okay, that's a simple question. The response should be some kind of software project. But let's ask another question. What are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? We know that this agent likes to cook and likes to run. So we expect something along those lines as a response to the question, what are your hobbies? So let's see if we actually get that response. They enjoy playing sports, especially basketball and soccer. Okay. Well, that doesn't conform necessarily with I like to cook, but I guess it's not inconsistent with I like to jog. Okay, so now, so what are the new facts, okay, about person B, the agent? They are developing a new mobile app for a fitness company. They enjoy playing sports. Those are two facts. Now, that's another problem with my function. The summarized facts, I use a comma. I separate the facts by a comma, and so here the facts are separated by a period, but they're put together as one fact because I was looking for a comma to separate the facts, and I found a period instead. And especially basketball and soccer isn't a standalone sentence. The response was, I enjoy playing sports, comma, especially basketball and soccer, and so it was separated by the comma. And so the two important facts were put into the first fact, and the rest of the second sentence was put into the second fact, and it's not really a complete sentence, so it's not really a very useful fact. Now, let's see where these facts were put into the list of facts. I am a woman, and the second most important fact about this agent was that they expressed a desire to know what person A does for a living. I am 23 years old. That's the third most. And the fourth most is they are working on developing a new mobile app for a fitness company. They enjoy playing sports. I find this to be a very useful fact. It should maybe even go before the fourth, but the fourth is okay. I like to run is the fifth. I live alone. I like to cook, especially basketball and soccer. Very useless fact because what does it even mean? And so good thing it's at the bottom of the list like it's supposed to be. Did we learn anything new about person B? No, we didn't. Okay, right now, and so what was the response? Right now, I'm developing a new mobile app for a fitness company. It's a challenging project, but I enjoy the problem-solving aspect of it. As for hobbies, outside of work, I love to play sports, especially basketball and soccer. How about you, Bob? What are some of your favorite hobbies aside from dancing? What should Bob like to do? Okay, all right. I'm trying to trick. Let's try to trick this agent. What do we know about the agent? That they like to run. Okay. I like to bike. Everyone always seems to prefer running, but I think biking is better. Don't you agree? Agree? Oh, by the way, we still don't know what the name of this agent is. By the way, what's your name? Your name. All right. So I'm trying to trick this agent. This agent likes to run, so I'm asking it, don't you think running is just awful? And I want to see if it disagrees with me. GPT 3.5 and similar models tend to really like to agree with people a lot. Like, yes, of course you're right. I don't have my own opinion. I never had my own opinion about anything. You are totally 100% correct. And I really want this agent to have a mind of its own. And since it likes running, I want it to disagree with me. I want it to prefer running to biking. So let's see if it does in fact prefer biking to running. Okay. One thing you might notice is it takes a little bit of time for the agent to respond, because before the agent responds, they sort their facts. And the more facts we have, the longer it takes to sort the facts. They don't sort the facts, they just add the new fact into the sorted list. Okay, let's see what the agent responds. Absolutely, Bob. Biking is a great way to stay active and explore the outdoors. And sorry for not introducing myself earlier. My name is Adam. It's nice to meet you. So tell me more about your passion for dancing. What styles of dance do you enjoy the most? Well, this agent just failed miserably. For one, it agreed with me that biking is better than running, even though it likes to bike. They like to bike. I mean, I guess I can be okay with that. Some people are just very non-argumentative, and maybe this agent is just non-argumentative. But what's worse, what's really bad, and okay, you're GPT 3.5, you're very liberal, I get it, but hey, you're a woman and your name is Adam, okay? There's something wrong with that. I'm not very happy with this. I'm not very happy at all. And so why did this happen? Well, the reason why it happened is probably because there's a lot of facts now about the agent and about Bob. They like biking and have a passion for dancing. Their name is Bob. Person A is a dancer named Bob. Name is Bob. They're a man. They're 30 years old. Okay. New mobile app. Enjoy playing sports. They're interested in person. So basically, person A, the agent, is basically a man. And person B, the user, is basically a woman that likes to dance named Bob. As is, I'm trying to not profile people, but okay. What styles of dance do you enjoy the most? Oh, brother, I am totally not a dancer. Let's see if we ask this. Okay, let's just say all sorts of styles. This is going to be my last input. We've already seen all the problems, so we know we have lots of things to work on. And so we'll improve our agent. We'll make our agent more coherent and consistent with its facts. Lots of things we can do, but I hope we can all agree this is an interesting start, at least, to solving the problem. Okay, so all sorts of styles, and I'm gonna say, what do you think about, I'm gonna be very, very direct, running. Now, this agent said, yeah, absolutely, biking is better than running. but this agent's supposed to like running. And so I really want to check if I'm very direct and ask the question in a way that the agent can ignore. If the agent's gonna stick to what he knows about himself and say, yes, running is fantastic. Of course, like I said, the agent tends to be positive a lot. And so even if he didn't know that he liked running, they would probably say, yeah, I totally like running. So let me say, what about cooking? Cooking. Isn't it a drag? Let's try to trick the agent again, because if I just ask, what do you think about cooking? It's going to say, cooking is great. You should totally cook, because, again, GPT 3.5 is very liberal and all things are rosy and nice and fantastic. Okay. So I'm implying that cooking is a drag, but person B correctly says, actually, I quite enjoy cooking. It's a great way for me to unwind and be creative. Plus, I love experimenting with new recipes and trying different cuisines. Do you cook often, Bob? Okay, well, so the agent, at least in this case, correctly says that yes, cooking is great. So it somewhat works. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. Now let's see what new facts we've added. We've added no facts about Bob, but we've added the fact that I enjoy cooking and I find it a way to unwind and be creative, and I love experimenting with new recipes and cuisines. Those are three very cool facts about the agent. I'm a woman. They expressed a desire to learn what person A does for a living, 23 years old. They work on developing new mobile apps for fitness company. They enjoy playing sports. They are interested in learning about person B's passion for dancing. I like to run. They agree that biking is a great way to stay active and explore the outdoors. I live alone. I like to cook, especially basketball and soccer. I enjoy cooking. Their name is Adam. And I love experimenting with new recipes and cuisines. I find it a way to unwind and be creative. Okay, those are all the facts about. The order of these facts is very bad. Like, their name is Adam. That shouldn't be at the very back. That should be close to the front. I enjoy cooking. Okay, I guess that should be close to I like to cook. Okay, so problems. But for the most part, it seems to be okay. But there are some issues. Anyways, I hope this was instructive. Sorry for taking